was very important. We consider them to be a powerful force of change, and with over 18,000 students in the college, we really wanted to get their views and get them on board with what we were doing. Through the college's VLE, the students took part in a poll of the week where they clearly told us that our recycling facilities weren't good enough and that we really should do something about that. Our response was to create more recycling points around the college and make sure they were clearly signposted for everybody to see. Students took part in a VLE forum where they could express their views to us. That forum has morphed into a campaign of Sustainability Matters, which we're about to launch in October 2013. The Faculty of Applied Science and Technology introduced an Ascentis short course in environmental sustainability. This engaged students not only in a qualification, but actually learning how they could save money and make a difference to their pocket and the environment. Other faculties decided to roll this out, and over a period of 3 years, over 8,000 students have taken and passed that qualification. It's not only the students that have actually learnt from that qualification, but also the staff that have been delivering it too. It's very hard to measure the impact of what we do when we deliver a qualification, because the impact is what they do in their daily lives, but it is so worth doing. Students on science-based programmes have worked at Wat Tyler Country Park, creating a designated brownfield site. This hands-on conservation work has been fantastic because they've reinstated footpaths, they've created picnic areas, and all told, we now have an area not only for wildlife but where the community can actually go and enjoy themselves.
In the Estates Department, we looked to see where we could get projects that were quick win solutions, quick payback periods with a high visual impact for college staff, students and members of the public. The first project we decided to do was to change all of the underground lighting in our South End campus car park from old T8 fluorescent tubes to new LED light fittings. This has saved the college some £10,000 in running and maintenance costs. The new lamps are 50,000 hours maintenance free, and after fitting them, the car park's open to the public, so immediate visual impact to staff, students and members of the public, but we've got lots and lots of favourable comments back with the new lighting. The other area we looked at was where we could make reductions in our waste, and in this respect we researched a machine called Waste to Water, which basically turns all food waste into grey water, which is acceptable into the drainage system. The machine is basically like a large washing machine, just works 24/7 and it digests food using a biological process. The wastewater that goes into the drainage system still contains enzymes, and as a byproduct of this keeps the drainage system clean. By doing this, we've removed all waste, food waste from our general waste that goes out to the waste landfill, and this has enabled us to reduce our number of bins for general waste, saved us about £10,000 a year again on this project, and we now have about 7 bins for general recycling and 3 for just general waste. The third item we looked at was our minibus fleet. We've got an ageing minibus fleet, and the oldest of which are no longer acceptable into outer London emission zones. So we've now looked at, we're buying a fleet of 5 brand new minibuses on contract hire. These are all low emissions, they meet all the European regulations, and these will be with us in October, and we will now dispose of the old fleet.
Embedding sustainability issues into the procurement activities of the college involves a range of considerations to be made, environmental issues such as where the items come from, what the recycled contents of the goods are, the impact of transporting those goods to our campuses, social and economic factors such as the redistribution of wealth locally using collaborative partners and SMEs to drive local innovation. As part of our tender process, we place quite a bit of emphasis on trying to marry up our own environmental policies with those of our suppliers will actually put a great deal of weight on evaluation criteria for environmental and sustainability credentials of a supplier, such as do they have ISO 14001 and what are their policies and do they align with our own. Broadly speaking, we advise our buyers to think about where it's come from, what it's made of, who's made it, and any impact that the delivery of those goods can have whilst they're coming to the college. We also have a college waste exchange resource called Praxis, where we will advertise internally waste products from other departments that might be better used elsewhere within the college, ultimately to avoid it going to landfill. For example, we had beauty salons were renewing their towel supplies, so the old ones, rather than them being sent to be recycled, we actually reused them in the college. The towels were taken to our dog grooming salons at a different site and they were used by students in their studies there. Wooden pallets are used by our art and design students in construction. We have cardboard boxes from massive amounts of IT deliveries. They're used by art and design as well for projects at the beginning and at the end of the year. Library books and prospectuses, they're recycled as well and reused within the college. And any number of items such as furniture or chairs or anything that might be finished used in one department might then get picked up by somebody else to avoid us buying resources, so we save money and actually reuse the resources that we've got in the first place.
The college is a partner in a new building in Southend called the Forum. Our other two partners are the council and the university. The new building will hold all of the libraries of each of the partners. This new building has got a BREEAM rating of excellent and it features sustainable technologies such as solar panels, ground source heat pumps, rainwater harvesting. And looking to the future, the college is currently rebuilding its Thurrock campus, and again these features will feature in the new build. We will have air source heat pumps, but again large amounts of solar panels on the roof, rainwater harvesting, and coming up to the future we are looking to rebuild our Basildon campus, and again these features will be built into that new campus, and I think that there is also talk about having a green roof on that campus as well.
So what next? There is so much more for us to do, but first we've got the students designing a logo for our Sustainability Matters campaign, which we're going to launch in October 2013. Honestly, I can't wait to see what they come up with. I can't wait for this to just go that step further.